Good afternoon, class. In this brief video, I'd like to introduce the Jain concept of Anekantavada, sometimes translated as the doctrine of many-sidedness. Anekantavada is often introduced with the story of the six blind men trying to describe an elephant. And each blind man has encountered a different spot on the elephant and has touched the elephant and is describing what they feel. And one blind man who is touching the leg of the elephant describes the elephant as a tree trunk. Another is touching the ear of the elephant and describes it as a fan. Another individual is touching the trunk of the elephant and describes it as a snake. And this continues. Each of the blind men not being able to see the elephant is describing what they think the object is. What this story conveys is that each of the blind men has a unique perspective, and that if we assume their perspective, we can understand why it is that they would describe what they are encountering in the way that they are. In this sense, the idea of Anekantavada has also been described as intellectual ahimsa, or ahimsa or nonviolence with respect to the intellectual ideas of others. And so this concept can be used in a robust way to appreciate the understanding of pluralism, of multiple perspectives and different points of view, and be open to understanding particular perspectives of individuals. It is an ontological concept as well, ontological referring to being and existence, and so it is also making the claim that this is the way existence is. Existence involves a multiplicity of perspectives. So that's an important point to take. However, this ontological claim does not result in relativism. So let's look at Anekantavada within the Jain concept of epistemology. There are different sources of knowledge or theories of knowledge, which is what epistemology means in the Jain understanding. And so one is that is acknowledged is sensory perception. Another is knowledge through scripture or text. There are others, and then one that will help us sort of understand the non-relativistic perspective here is also the category of omniscience in Jain epistemology. And this is understood through the perspective of a individual who has achieved liberation or moksha. One of the qualities of their epistemology is omniscience or all-knowing. And so this individual would have access to the nature of reality and to all knowledge. So if we think back to the perspective of the six blind men and the elephant, this individual would comprehend the elephant as an elephant and not just a particular isolated perspective of the elephant. To borrow a phrase, I think, from Hilary Putnam, according to this idea, there is a perspective of the universe, and what we might say an objective perspective, and this objective perspective is reached by the liberated being who has omniscience, according to Jain ideas. Aspects of the knowledge from omniscient beings are therefore passed to and present in Jain scripture, and so these omniscient beings have described information relevant to followers, such as ethical information on karma, on metaphysics, on cosmology, on the nature of the universe. And this is understood to be true in Jainism. And so, in this sense, we have Jain epistemology in which there is the firm belief that the nature of reality is described. But we also have this notion of many-sidedness, or Anekantavada, within the nature of existence. And so within the nature of existence, there is truth and objectivity, but at the same time, there is multiple perspectives. And these both have to be acknowledged. And so this is just a brief introduction to the concept. We'll be learning quite a bit more on it. We'll have sections on this concept of Anekantavada, but I just thought I'd introduce it. So, take care.